Awesome here, and today I'm speaking to you about nutrition, and we're referencing the Healing with Whole Foods book from Paul Pitchford. That's what book we're working with for our nutritional information. It's a pretty astounding book. It's a combination of Eastern, like Chinese, Eastern traditions and modern nutrition. That's what it says right here. It's like Western and Eastern thought coming together, making a beautiful bridge that makes sense. You know, that's how I think of it anyways. So I just talked to you about sprouted breads, and that it's okay to eat bread as long as it's sprouted. It's not going to make you extra fat. It's not going to make you fat at all. It's going to give you that life force energy that your body's seeking. You know, it'll support you in a way you've probably never felt. You know, you're going to have some genuine energy coming from you that is sustained, you know, this sustained energy from true source of amazing nutrition. Now, I want to talk really quick about alfalfa sprouts. And a lot of people may not like alfalfa sprouts, so if this isn't for you, I totally get it. Maybe go on to another video of mine, or another video here on YouTube. Maybe check out Amazon FBA. It's a lot of good stuff to listen to on that. But let's talk about alfalfa. Okay, so it is considered nutritionally more, so here it says, it's considered more nutritionally concentrated than other sprouts, and primarily because of its rich mineralization. There's a lot of minerals in alfalfa sprouts. So you can juice alfalfa sprouts. If you don't like the way they taste and you don't want to eat them, but you might want the jam-packed nutrition of them, chuck them in your juicer. You can do that. You know, you'll still get all the good stuff. You know, it's high in enzymes. It helps you, you know, convert your starches into simple sugars. It helps your protein turn into amino acids so much faster. It says here that the tiny alfalfa seed produces a root that can reach 100 feet into the earth. So 100 feet into the earth, the alfalfa plant can reach. So it's pulling up all those minerals. That's what it says right here. It says 100 feet into the earth, where it has access to minerals and trace elements untouched by other plants. It's pretty powerful. You know, the body absolutely requires minerals. If you do not have minerals, a healthy intake of minerals in your body cannot absorb one vitamin without minerals. Minerals are extremely important. Now, if you're a person who sometimes enjoys alcohol, you know, just know that your liver loves minerals. Loves minerals. If you're on pharmaceutical medicines, you know, it might be hard on your liver a little bit. It might be hard on your kidneys. You know, you might want to consider eating some more mineral-rich foods, you know, which could be alfalfa sprouts, right? Could be one of them at least. So yeah, so its roots reach pretty far down there, so it gets all those trace elements and minerals that are untouched by other plants. So, you know, so here's some benefits. It benefits the urinary system and the intestines, okay? It detoxifies the body. Alfalfa cleans and tones the intestines and takes away harmful acids out of the blood. So if you have an acidic body, right, there's some thought on acidity and alkaline, right? People, you know, who are aware of or getting on the healthy path, we're kind of aware that we want to eat more alkaline food. So what's an alkaline food? Well, that's going to be your fruits and vegetables, you know. Acidic food, most anything that comes from a package might be a little more acidic. You know, meat might be a little bit acidic. I'm not saying don't eat meat. Some bodies need to eat meat, and if your body's constitution requires the grounding energy of meat, then eat it. You know, one man's medicine isn't true for all people. You know, so food is medicinal. You know, and just because for me, I don't eat meat, if you eat meat, that doesn't offend me. You can eat meat. You know, I would suggest trying to make, you know, try to find the meats that are, you know, ethical, you know, grown in a way that it's honoring to the animal, you know. So if possible, you know, I understand really high quality foods are expensive. So, you know, if you don't have a lot of money to spend on food, I get it, you know. Hopefully that changes for you at some point. You know, you're on YouTube right now, so maybe after you watch a few videos of mine, you know, you might go put in the keyword search Amazon FBA, or just the digital market in general, digital economy. There's a lot of things out there that you can access to help your income flow be better, right? So, so alfalfa contains 8 enzymes which help assimilate protein, fats, and carbohydrates. Yeah, it's going to help convert your starches into simple sugars right away. It will convert your protein into amino acids rather than storing it as fat. It will help convert it into amino acids where you can use those right away. And you will feel the difference. You'll feel like you have some extra support. You have a spring in your step. You have some more vitality. You're not sure where it came from, but you can feel it. Well, you start eating this kind of food and you're going to know where it came from. It's coming from your digestion of eating foods that your body recognizes. You know, this day and age, I think there's so much out there. You know, there's genetically modified foods. Those are a little scary. You know, I'll do a video on that for you sometime. People are messing with our food left and right, right? There's you know, I have a farmer friend. He's in the prairie of the plains, you know, and he's telling me about sides. Herbicides and pesticides, and side means death, homicide, suicide, right? Side means death, you know. You know, there's different weedicide. I don't know if it's weedicide, but herbal, you know. There's poisons being put into our food for people trying to keep the crops from being eaten from bugs. Now, let me tell you, if a bug likes your food, that's probably a good sign that that food is good for you. And if bugs are running from it, you might consider running from it too. You know, there's so many things on the uprise, right? Like autism and different kind of maladies that are coming from food, cancers, you know. Some of that comes from what we're ingesting. You know, so we become more mindful about the foods we select, the stores we shop at. You know, is it grown conventionally? Well, if so, that might mean herbicides and pesticides, you know, and other sides. You know, if it's grown organically and maybe you have a bug mixed in with your lettuce, I'd almost say go for the lettuce with the bug and wash the bug off. Right? That's probably a healthier, better choice for your body and your overall wellness. You know, wellness in general, I believe, is all about prevention. You know, it's so much easier to be on the preventative side of health and wellness than it is on the other side of trying to find cures for some serious issues out there. You know, this isn't news to a lot of you. A lot of you know this, you know. So real quick, the rest on a little bit more on alfalfa, and I'll wrap this up, you know. So alfalfa cleans and tones the intestines, takes away harmful acids out of the blood. It's also used for arthritis, edema, weight loss, bladder stones, plantar warts, chronic sore throat, fevers, gas pains, peptic ulcers, drug and alcohol addiction recovery. That's all of the alfalfa plant. The sprouted alfalfa seed is miracle worker, right? I'm pretty sure they call it the king herb somewhere. I think that's its nickname, you know. So it also says it is safe even for children. So you can feed your children alfalfa sprouts. You can juice your alfalfa sprouts and give them to your children. If you don't like the way alfalfa sprouts taste, juice them and slip an apple in there. Apple can mask a lot of things, you know. If you like carrots, you can slip it in there. Probably won't taste it over the sweetness of a carrot, you know? And you don't need tons and tons and tons. Probably a dab will do ya, you know? Sometimes less is more, right? So, so it's safe even for children, and it also helps nursing mothers produce more milk. So if you're a mom out there and you're breastfeeding your baby, and boy, I sure hope you are. I sure hope you're, yeah. We need more breastfeeding mamas. We need babies to be raised on breasts as God intended. You know, we have so much that's by nature given to us, and some of us just deny it, you know, but all the things we need, they're available and present. Sometimes we just don't know where to look, you know. Sometimes we just don't understand how vitally important it is, you know. So, so a sampling of important nutrients of this alfalfa seed sprouted includes rich protein, like 16 to 31% of the dried weight, carotene, which is equal to carrots, calcium, iron, magnesium, potassium, phosphorus, sodium, sulfur, silicone, chlorine, cobalt, and zinc. Okay, these are all amazing things, and like I said, you can't absorb one vitamin without minerals in your body, you know. So alfalfa bush jam-packed with minerals and vitamins, it sounds like. Alfalfa also contains vitamins K and P, which are your bioflavonoids, that's important, your bioflavonoids, you know. A lot of us don't get those, you know. You can find it in the rind of a lemon or an orange or a grapefruit, but a lot of people don't want to just eat the rind, right? So I have tricks for that, you know. You could juice them. And it's abundant in chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is so important. So I'm a severely anemic person, and chlorophyll has a very similar chemical makeup as your hemoglobin. You know, it's almost the same stuff. So if you're an anemic person for any reason, maybe you just had a baby and you're anemic, maybe you're similar to myself and you just run naturally anemic. You know, you want to eat a lot of chlorophyll because your cells recognize it as a blood builder, you know, and a blood cleanser, you know. So that's great, you know. So I could go on and on and on and on about this, but I'm going to stop it right there. You know, there's so much to share with you. I wish I could share it all in one breath, but you know, at least I have this beautiful platform of YouTube. I can now share with you the things I know about. I've been using this book for 20 years. Now, this is a new copy for me because I gave a copy to someone I cared about in the end of 2015 or beginning 2016. And after I gave it to him, I didn't really see him much after that. I don't know. Hopefully he appreciated what I gave him. I don't know, hopefully. And so this is my new copy. Just arrived a couple days ago, or yesterday actually. Yesterday, Monday. So I've only had it for 2 days. Yesterday and today. So I just can't speak enough good things about this. It's literally the best encyclopedia on nutrition I have ever come across. And there's tons of stuff in here. We're going to cover this book together. We're not going to go from front to back. I'm just going to pull out relevant lessons as they come up. You know, and I'm sure in time, you know, I'm going to be doing this with you for the rest of my life. You know, this is my new life path. So we will cover this book in detail. At some point, you're going to have tons of lessons to reference from this, you know. So that's what I have to say about sprouted alfalfa. And if you want to eat bread and you love bread, you can eat sprouted bread. You can even make garlic bread out of your sprouted Ezekiel bread, right? You know, it's not a white bread, but it's a bread your body will know what to do with. You'll be able to process it, assimilate the nutrition. It will kick your metabolism up. It's a complete protein. It's just jam-packed with lots of good stuff. So I personally, because I don't eat tons of bread all day long, like today I had 2 sandwiches, which is shocking. I had one for breakfast and I had one for lunch. I usually just have one a day, usually. But I kind of was craving a BLT for lunch, so that's what I had. So I keep my bread in the freezer because if I'm not going to go through it fast, it spoiling. I don't want it getting hard on, I don't want it losing its good stuff. So keep it in the freezer, preserve it as best as possible. Just take your 2 pieces out or whatever you use at the time and then chuck it back in the freezer. And there's no hurry to have to eat a whole loaf right away. You may like it so much that you find that you're just going to keep wanting to enjoy it. My mama makes our holiday stuffing out of this. This is what we use. So we pretty much have guilt-free stuffing. And this is definitely a guilt-free bread. So sprouts, I just can't say enough good things about sprouted grains, right? Sprouted legumes, sprouted beans, anything you can sprout, sprouted seeds. The sprouts represent the point of greatest vitality in the life cycle of a plant. And when you're eating sprouted foods, you're eating the greatest vitality that's possible and available from that food, So I, again, just can't encourage you enough to sprout your stuff before you eat it. And if you're in a hurry, you don't have a lot of money, you don't have, a lot of time, anybody can make a sandwich super duper fast and you're still getting the bang for your buck, basically. And this thing only costs about $5. That's extremely reasonable, for healthy living and healthy lifestyles and healthy habits. So that's all I have for you right now and today. I'm the Goddess of Awesome. Thanks so much for being here with me. Bright blessings and be well.